But it's also important to understand how important your developers are, both your API developers and your app developers, the ones that are going to be consuming your APIs, developing apps against them. And that's both internal and external. You've got to take care of your API developers and your app developers, because they're the ones that's going to help industrialize adoption of your APIs. They're going to be the ones that are going to propel your business model into that digital age. If we look back at the Expedia example, they opened up APIs, and as a result, all these external developers, third-party developers, started using the Expedia APIs to develop their apps and integrate with their different systems, and that increased Expedia's revenue, and that increased their footprint in the market. So what do you got to do to make sure that happens? Well, first of all, make it easy for your developers to get into your APIs, understand what they are and how they work. And that means you got to reduce your time to first response. What we mean by that is when I go log into the dev portal and register, I should be developing APIs within minutes. Don't make me jump through a bunch of hoops and sign all sorts of stuff. Just simple end user license agreement, some kind of basic agreement, and then let me get going. Maybe it's only test data, that's fine, but let me get developing right away. Make sure the design of your APIs follow good best practices. Developers expect things. They expect behavior in different ways. They expect to be able to interact with your APIs in different ways as are best practices out there. Use them and make it easy for them to understand, because you don't want them to just register and then give up because they can't figure out how to use your APIs. Pay attention to your developer pipeline. In other words, who's registering on your dev portal? What are they doing? Find out what their use cases are. That means you've got to interact with them. You've got to have forums and different forms of communication, and you can't just let them register and be done with it. You need to interact with them. You need to have hackathons and other activities that encourages developers to engage with you, right? So pay attention to them and understand when they register, and then don't do anything. Hey, did you have trouble learning what our APIs could do? Maybe we can help you. And you got to feed your developer community by collaborating with them and getting them to collaborate with each other.